Well, there's three other things on your formula sheet, and we're going to go ahead and find those things for this equation, because tomorrow we'll be finding focus, the latus rectum, and the directrix, okay? So let's look at the focus first. And we look at the focus. This is a y equal, so we're on the left side of our formula sheet. And we go looking for the formula, and it's a point, h comma, k plus 1 over 4a. And a lot of people get messed up with this because of that 1 over 4a. That a is downstairs, and you have to do the math on your calculator so you don't mess up. Well, we know that our h is easy. It's 3. And then 4 plus 1 over 4 times negative 2, which ends up being 4 plus negative 1/8, right? So what is 4 plus negative 1/8? And you change it to a fraction. So your focus is at 3 and 31 over 8, which is what as a decimal, just when you're...
8.875.
Okay, so we're going to write it as a decimal and a fraction because that's going to come in handy later, okay? The directrix is y equals k minus 1 over 4a, and that's going to be y equals 4 minus 1 over 4 times negative 2, which is really 4 plus 1/8, which is 33/8. So it's going to be y equals 33/8. You're just following the formula. And 33/8 is 4 point what?
4.125.
So y equals 4.125 is your directrix. Okay? And the last one is the latus rectum, which is a funny name that everybody laughs about. Now the latus rectum is going to be 1 over, the absolute value of 1 over a. So that's the absolute value of 1 over negative 2, which is 1/2. So the latus rectum is 1/2. So we're going to graph this parabola. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to graph the vertex. So 3, 4 is the vertex. I'm going to graph it. Everybody see what I did?
Yes.
Then I'm going to graph the focus. The focus is at 3, 3.8, so it's right inside the vertex. Okay? The directrix is at 4.125. The directrix is a line, and it's going to go right here, right above the parabola. And this parabola faces down. When the parabola faces down, the vertex is here at the top of the mountain, and the focus is inside the U. The focus is always inside the U, okay? So if the focus is below the vertex, then you know that it faces down. Pay attention over here. If the focus is below the vertex, you know it faces down. If the focus is to the right of the vertex, you know it faces right. And if it's above the vertex, you know it faces up because the focus is inside the U. Okay? Now we're going to go for the latus rectum. The latus rectum is 1/2, and half of 1/2 is 1/4. We're going to go from the focus a little to the left and a little to the right. And I probably went too far. And then we connect the dots. We go down like this. So we've got the directrix. And that is a line that I call it the hovercraft line. The parabola never touches it. It kind of is right below it or above it or to the right or the left of it. It's where the vertex is. And the focus is inside. The latus rectum is how wide the parabola is at the focus. And now the axis of symmetry cuts the parabola in half. So here is your axis of symmetry, which it is x equals 3, which is a vertical line at 3. And that cuts it in half. So that's the axis of symmetry there. Your latus rectum is here. Your focus is that point, and your vertex is that point.